Boom. I'm trying to get in the habit of solving these things, and I'm using the social pressure of you all to force me to do it, and I'm hoping that you get something out of it as well. I don't know, it's a little bit masochistic. Anything to do with KGB is masochistic, you know. So anyways, what do we got? Let's put this over here. I'm gonna turn my mic down maybe, you know, I think my mic's a little bit too loud. So it's going into the red, you know. All right, so it is KGB day. And I need a pen, boss. That'd be problem number 15. Oh, and your watch. My watch up here. I got so many technologies here, okay? I got the computer. I got the OBS. I got the chess base. I got DM Hokey's little gadget in my business. I got a chessboard. There's a lot of things going on. There's other things too. There's other things, but I just wanted to mention the primaries here. Okay, so my friends, what do we got? Let's go chess base, Kramnik, and then this is going to be Ponomaryov. This is Kramnik, Ponomaryov. I can't move anything. All right, there we go. Black has just played a6. Let me set this position up. Get some light in the room for myself. The bishop stays on b7, contrasted with the last position. Oh, you know what? I bet you guys can't see this because I have to make a jadoob on the board. Jadoob. There we go. All right, black has just played a6. All righty, Mr. Frighty. Queen, pawn, rook, pawn, Bishovsky, knight. I have a vague sense of what variations might have come out of. Actually, it could be a number of things. All right, so this is white to move. It's not necessarily a crusher, right? It's not necessarily a crusher. I'm going to write down 3 minutes. If you are new to this little game that we're playing, KGB is pissed that I spend too long on moves, and he wants me to be faster. So I'm going to give an answer at 3 minutes. I'm going to give an answer at 6 minutes, and I'm going to miss an answer at 9. All right. So a6, it is 10:23. Do this for about an hour. All right. Definitely elements of a positional decision. Okay. Lots of candidate moves. Lots of candidate moves. All right, it's almost 3 minutes. My first reaction here is to play bishop c5. That is my first reaction to this position. Maybe I have to worry about bishop b2. That's kind of hard to believe, but maybe. One of my knights has lost a face a long time ago, so I used the other knight. Okay, so 3 minutes, bishop c5, bishop d4 also comes into consideration. This one's, very promising for white, but I do not have like a clear sense of what it is we're supposed to be doing here. Okay, so surprisingly, the only thing that really concerns me after bishop c5 is can black play bishop b2, but very hard to imagine that bishop b2 could be a good move. What do I got here? Try and do some math. I got about 1 more minute until I got to the 6 minute count. There's also another problem that the guy has. Maybe I could play c3. Maybe I could play c3. Holy moly. c3 might be a big deal. Oh, buddy. All right, it had officially passed 6 minutes. Well, I already said bishop c5, bishop b2, but I'm starting to lean towards c3. What is 9 minutes going to even be? I can't even do math. Yeah, so we're at 7 minutes now. All right, calculate c3, boss. It is a hell of a drug. Dude, c3. That is a powerful move, my friend. Oh, yeah, I think c3 is it, boss. I think c3 is the move. All right, just check it, buddy. I bet he saw c3 too before knight b5. He saw knight b5 forces a6, and then I'm going to play c3. I bet he saw that action, Jackson. Ricker, thank you for subscribing, buddy. I think that's the famous Ricker. I'm going to do a vid, I think today, on one of his games that he submitted to our Patreon. All right. It's not quite 9 minutes yet, but I'm leaning. I don't see any answer to C3. I'm not seeing an answer to C3. Oh, it's just beautiful. What a beautiful move. Okay, I'm calling it for C3. Exclam. All right. So I'm Tom Bombadil. All right. Thank you, Ricker. We need to support you guys. We definitely need the support here. All right. So, yeah, let's look up this game and see what actually happened. So we're going to go, so Kramnik. Darn it, I already forgot what the Ponomaryov, and what year are we looking at? 2005. Ponomaryov, the guy's name's hard to spell. 2005. Boom, I bet. Oh, I don't want, crap. Shit. Oh man, led me to some nasty YouTube video. Dude, sometimes these games are not as easy to find as they should be. And this is KGB's fault. This is not my fault. This is definitely KGB's fault. MTEL Masters. Okay, can we just do this? MTEL. Damn it. Give me the game. Oh. All right, now I gotta go deep, and I gotta go into my own database. I should just do this every time. KGB, buddy, you have to give me the proper file. All right, so I'm gonna say 2005. 2005. Boom. There it is. Okay, so here we go. Right. I guessed it too. It was this. No, I didn't really guess it. I take it all back. I did not really guess what this was. Knight b5, a6, c3, baby. c3. Oh, yeah. Exclam. Exclam. And that's an example of a move which simply was not on my initial candidate list, and might have even been conjured up by my subconscious just because I was like worried about the bishop b2s of the world, and so it maybe just flitted across my mind that I could consider c3. And it was a little counterintuitive because the d3 bishop is loose as a goose, but it doesn't matter here. And of course, if he ever does, plays bishop c6, I always have knight a7, you know. So in the game, let's check the computer too if it agrees that c3 is the move. c3 plus minus. It also says b4 immediately is plus minus. That was not on my list. That wasn't on my list. b4. Oh, buddy. Maryland Knight, or MD Knight. Thank you. b4 wasn't on my list, and it also like c4 wasn't on my list, but it is saying c3 with an advantage of 4.5. One of the amazing things about the computer is, you know, if I found c3 in a game, I would tell myself, I'm doing great. But 4.5, that's like end of the world. You know, I would never say end of the world after c3. Hype train for Boomer GM. Nice. So the game went c3, knight e3, queen e3, and now a very sensible move, bishop c7. And let's see here. I'll pull this up. And now the game kind of gets into the technical phase, because Kramnik goes, maybe he has something better, but he does this, and I mean it's gone, right? Gone. Knight takes f7. Maybe there's some rook f8 stuff, but in any case, well, actually, it's still very bad. Let's just see if Kramnik's finish here was correct. We'll ask the computer here. C3, hold on, C3, god damn it, computer, 93. Right, B4, buddy, B4. Uh-oh, we got some music going on. Check this out, you guys. B4, queen B6, A5, baby, A5. This is not necessarily obvious to me at all, because you're allowing bishop C6. Computer doesn't care. Queen H5, it doesn't care, dude. And then it's like 5.3. So Kramnik bailed out into the better endgame, but this was in fact the crusher here with B4. That takes nuts. Now, bear in mind, one of my worries was like the bishop on D3, right? So I start seeing the bishop on D3 in these variations, and I'm like, maybe he's gonna find some way to like sack the queen or something. But the comp is like, no, Doc, there's no sacking any queens here. Okay, great. Let's just see briefly how bad it is for, maybe black has chances here though, right? Rook hf8, knight d8, bishop f2. Yeah, it's good, but it's not, it's only clear advantage. Okay, fascinating. Great, let's do another one. Number 16, I'm gonna line it up with 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes. That was very satisfying to find C3 at the end there. All right, so here we go. And next one, boss. Let's close this down. No. And then we go here, and then we go, this is gonna be Topolov. And I know you see blackness, and I need to fix the blackness. So I will do that. Boom, boom. All right, my friends. So this is against Topolov. And let's put this on the board here. You know, the thing about that problem too, I gotta say, is it's obvious to me when looking back at the game that Kramnik saw C3 when he played, well, maybe, I'm gonna say he likely saw the idea of C3 before he played knight B5. Probably not out. This looks like some kind of Sveshnikov position. And we are up the exchange, typically against Topolov, right? Up the exchange against the Topolov. And boss, what do we got? We got 1040. Okay, so 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes. My first instinct is definitely to play h4 and rook h3. Oh, pawn is on f3, buddy. Very very important. All right, now my instinct is not to play h4. All right, because then the pawn is blocking me. That's a major difference, actually, kind of interesting. You get with the pawn f3, it changes the career of the rook on h1 kind of violently. Looking at a4, which is definitely a little bit of a weirdo move, but I do need to open things up. So it would go a4, knight a4, c4. And I got my misgivings there, though, for sure. And if I play a normal move like bishop e2, he's going to just play rook c8. Basically, his intention is to play rook c8 and just gobble my business. Rook d3 also comes to mind. Definitely a barbaric move. Okay, I have to say something at 3 minutes, so I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm thinking about a4. This is actually a fantastic Topolov position because this is where so many people cracked against him in these exchange sacrifices. I got an idea. Oh, I know what we should do, boss. We should play g3 and f4. Opening the position and simply holding our nut on c6. All right. So I'm not at 6 minutes yet, but I'm looking at g3. Very strong. Oh yeah, that is very satisfying, g3. That's like black thinks he's fine, and then after g3, buddy, I don't know. I don't know if you're doing so hot anymore, man. Maybe after g3, the guy could think about d5 followed by king d6. maybe I'll spend a moment trying to evaluate that. D5. I don't have to go to H. I could go to H3 if I felt like it, I guess. Well, maybe he's still fine after G3, D5. Doesn't seem like he should be fine. The knight also gets the C4 square if I put the bishop on G2, of course. Let's just say I bust him open. But G3, D5, F4, EF, GF, bishop F4, bishop G2, king D6, all right, so my 6-minute answer is G3. And I got 2 more minutes to decide on how I want to do this. Also, I need to look just to see if I have other options here. The other cool thing I could do actually is on G3, D5, I could play I could play bishop G2, king D6, rook HF1, and just play F4 with the thruster. The thruster, right? Well, I'm going to say I will activate my business with F4, F5. This is maybe a position the computer would say 4.5, and I'd just be like, well, white's better. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I got just seconds left. Seconds. I'm worried I'm fetishizing G3 because it's positionally so interesting, but I also don't see anything else. The violent A4s didn't seem to work out. Okay, good. I guess that is my answer with G3 intending bishop G2. Okay. B3 was one of my candidate moves. Maybe you're right, but I didn't understand why black wouldn't just be great after rook c8 takes c6. You know, that's the thing I didn't understand. Also, the dark squares are really funky business after that. All right, cool. Let me search for this game. And so we're gonna say, actually I have to check the Topalov. I gotta check the year here. 2004. Okay. Boom. 2004. Topalov is still in the 2700 club, but you don't see him anymore. He's not playing. He's not playing too much anymore. All right. Kramnik, Topolov, he's got 2 wins, so I just got to see which one's which. Yes. Well, I found, I got it wrong, buddy. I got it wrong. He played rook d3, rook c8, rook a3. Now, all right, let's consider this before I turn on the computer. So here we go. I played g3, and Kramnik plays rook d3. And let me try to express, try to express why you didn't like rook d3. Right, it was rook c8, rook a3, knight a4 was my concern. And then on c4, I was concerned with rook c6. And I'm just, concerned about my development. And I'm sure, and then I'm guessing it actually went rook c6, knight a4. Or at least that would have been his intention here. So, damn it. Boom, 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 boom. That's exactly what happened. Rook c6, bishop e2. Okay. So, it went c4, rook c6, bishop e2, and that's the position that he would have calculated when he played rook d3. And one of the things the KGB is mad at me about is, like, he's mad that I sometimes see what looks like counterplay or uncomfortableness for me and then don't go for a variation like this. So, right, the reasons to not do this are like, well, maybe my rook's funky, the bishop's looking at c1, yada, yada. But if it's true that I'm busting open the business on the queen side, then this is obviously great for white. Okay, so now we'll let Stockfish be a mild arbiter, though essentially the idea of KGB is that Kramnik is always right. And so I'm going to turn on the computer here. I did mention rook d3. G3, best move. Oh no, now rook d3 is taking over. No, g3, they're fighting. g3 and rook d3, they're going neck and neck. Amazing. Wow, look at this. So g3 is at 1.76, rook d3 at 1.56. It's going back and forth. It's going back and forth. Okay. I don't feel so bad. Stockfish has g3 and h4 both at about, oh, actually, it's really going back and forth. About 1.5 plus. Amazing. It is now preferring mildly rook d3. Now, one of the things about g3 though is that Stockfish is saying h4 is kind of a must for black. But if that's his best move, then I definitely want to play g3 because h4 is helping me open the position, and it's really just a reactive move where I get to then play bishop h3 for free, right? Right, actually now it's switched to rook c8, f4, ef, bishop g2, and that was one of the variations I had. Yeah, very nice position for white, and it's considering this best play. Okay, so I'm kind of happy with this. We could say, I could be unhappy that I rejected rook d3 because of my sense of discomfort with bishop e2. So let's write that down. Okay. Rejected Kramnik's plan due to sense of discomfort. Okay, and then SF says best play is going to be G3, Rook C8, F4, EF, Bishop G2. And you know what it's saying? Oh, this one is saying is actually plus minus this position. And in this position, it's saying 1.2. And arguably, this is a little bit more messy, right? Okay, good. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Whew. All right, turn this off, boss. And let's do another one. So, boop. Boop. And now this is going to be number 17. This is against Polgar. The Polgar. And I know it's black for you. I know it's very upsetting, but I'm going to fix it. Polgar. Okay. So here we go. Typical Polgar madness. And here we go. I'm going to set this baby up. Boom. Boom. Bishop. Where's my queen? I can't play without my queen. What the hell's happening here? Okay, so it is, my friends, let's get this written down. 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes. It is 10:58. There we go. Wait, why is this thing, there we go. Good. A violent position. Queen D3 is the first thought. But we are dealing with extensive violence here. The violence, my friends, is extensive. queen c2 is kind of a thought with the idea that cb, bishop g5, he can't block on f6. She can't block on f6, but king c8, I don't have an answer to that. Which means really that on bishop g5, f6 from black is kind of her only move. All right, so, oh, I'm already there. So 3 minutes, I'm at bishop g5, f6, queen c2. With zero certainty about what is happening in this position. And really zero. Okay. Oh. The other thing that's happening I could do is bishop g5, f6, bishop e3. That would be cold-blooded. And then her counterplay is all gone, and her king's stuck in the center. That chess is sometimes an easy game. Counterplay, all gone. All right, so I've at least found a very pleasant position for white after bishop g5, f6, bishop e3. Very pleasant. Now maybe I got better. So, KGB wants me to open my eyes a little bit. Doctor, my eyes. That is just so pleasant. It's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard for me to think about anything else besides bishop g5 here. It's going to be very difficult. I didn't even hear the siren going by, but that's my pad over here. We're here in the heart of the America's medical industrial complex. They just running those things all the time, man. All the time. Well, guys, am I missing anything? Should I be looking, what variation should I be looking at after bishop g5? I'm not really even sure. It just looks so natural. I think f6 is just so sad because you're not going to get the b2 pawn anymore after bishop e3, and you don't get anything. You need more than a pawn in this position. You're just like getting cracked. Yeah, you need more than the pawn, boss. Well, it's been 6 minutes. I'm at bishop g5, and I wonder, I guess part of the question would be in these remaining 3 minutes is like, what would black's best play even be after bishop g5? That's nasty. Nasty, nasty girls. I think it's just, she is just lost after bishop g5. Okay, wait, I got an idea for her. You better check out. Bishop g5, No, it's not going to work. I was going to say bishop f6, bishop e3, f5, but then I just go back to bishop g5, bro. I go back. Very simple. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Poor Judith. Judith was clearly a pawn grubber in this game. Maybe we'll look at the full original game just to gain a sense of how this happened. I think Judith was one of the most violent players of all time. Okay, so I'm going to call it there. I'm saying bishop g5. And let's see what we got here. So this is 2003 in a rapid game. I guess in a rapid game you can do anything. And I'm going to go search, advanced, Polgar, 2003, pop. And this was like it was a Petrosian system gone crazy. Holy mac. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll show you guys this one. So just pop this one out, and let's take a look. I gotta change the famous properties here, and I think this is gonna do it. Okay, so this is Kramnik Polgar 2003 rapid game. Okay, A3, knight C3, D5, Queen C2. Queen C2, little funky, and this provokes Judith to go for it with C5, which looks like too much. And instead, bishop E7, knight D7, we gotta believe that black is totally okay. She does that. Kramnik says, oh no you don't. You just opened the bishop B5 check, honey. Boom, 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 boom. And right, here we got rook e8. What did he do? Check to the miserable king. Bishop e3, baby. Correctamundo. And now whatever she does, it's over. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because the king is just toast. Bishop g7's terrible. Thank you. Oh, queen g4 coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Good night. Good night. Good night. Oh, everything's falling. Okay. Beautiful game. And I got one or two left in me. I got one or two left. So let's do, this is another rapid game from 2003. Basically, I just want to say KGB gives me the positions without the rest of the game. He should give me two files so I can immediately find it, but he didn't, the jerk. In any case, let's go properties. And now we're going to go Luboyevich. Okay. All right, let's set this up. I'll write down my 3 minute, my 6 minute, my 9 minute. And we're going to call this 11:10. Doctor, my eyes. This looks very suspicious for black. All right, we're down a pawn. And our development is stunning. Okay. Loads of candidate moves. I got bishop d5. I got bishop f7. I got bishop g8. Some kind of weird bishop d8. That's a really weird thought, but it might be a thought. That's a little weird, Craig. You need to take it easy with that kind of move. I might have found something very unpleasant for the guy. Okay, what do we got here, boss? You guys, it's not my fault, this buffering crap. Ah, really infuriating. All right, I don't know. DM Hokey, it's not me, buddy, because I got green. I got green on the business here with the OBS. I got all your business plugged in, buddy. So I don't know why it gives me the acid trip. At 3 minutes, well, not quite 3 minutes, but I'm looking at bishop f7. Looks very strong to me. Let's write down a variation here. Bishop f7. Now maybe he should sack the exchange. But I don't even know how. It's so hard. So bishop f7, rook f8, now bishop g8, king g8 is forced, and I play bishop e7. I'm assuming rook e8, and then I'm assuming rook d6 is very painful, but I gotta check that action. It might not be true. It might not be true. That's not so true. All right, at 3 minutes, I got bishop f7, but I need to work out some business here with bishop f7. Boss, you're coming up on 6 minutes. All right, don't get lackadaisical, buddy. Huh. Oh, boss, you're at 6 minutes. I'm still obsessed with Bishop F7, but I have not attained any satisfaction with it. I'm spinning my wheels looking at the same garbage I was just looking at. Effing hell. Come on, Gry. You're running out of time. Oh, boss, okay. Your initial instinct was correct. So Bishop F7, Rook F8, Bishop G8, King G8, Bishop E7, Rook E8, Rook D6. That was the first thing I wanted to do in the first couple minutes. And I couldn't find a solution to Queen C7. Now, are you sure? God, now I'm losing my mind. Are you sure about this, buddy? I had something. Now it's gone. Whatever ghost was in my head is now gone. Shit. Oh, man, I had some great idea. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Cry, you had it, dude. Oh, you pissed me off. Why can't you just answer my question? Oh, hell. I'm past, dude. I'm past. Damn it. All right, I'm past it. So I'm at Bishop F7, Rook F8, Bishop G8, King G8, Bishop E7, Rook E8, and it looks great, but I do not have a path to victory there. It just feels inherently winning, but I'm not there yet. Because on Rook D6, I want to play Rook D6 really bad, but then I cannot because of like Queen C7. That is my simple, dimple problem. Doctor, my eyes. All right, I realize I'm kind of sort of cheating just by taking so long on this. But the other thing, I guess my final answer is going to be bishop g8, rook g8, rook f3, excuse me, king g8, bishop g8, king g8, rook f3, intending rook c3. Claiming that that's a big deal. Or rook fd3 is also kind of a big deal. Ooh, not satisfying, my friends. This was a rapid too, so yeah, it's not like Kramnik got to think for a million minutes. All right, so what year was this? 2003. Let's look it up. And then I guess I gotta go eat lunch. I gotta eat lunch. Lubojevic is named, dude. It's so hard to spell. Why does technology do this to me? Lubojevic, I think that's how you do it. 2003, okay. All right, here we go. So, for kicks here, I will share this position here, or this game, excuse me. And properties. Lubojevic, okay. No boss. That is the other Lubojevic that I need. Lubojevic. Boom. Boom. All right, so here we go. This is the period in Kramnik's life where he was playing e4. It was not a good fit for him. Oh, Lubo gave up his good bishop. Fascinating. White's already doing great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Check. Thank you. Knight f6. Thank you. All right, let's see what he did. Bishop f7. Rook f8. Bishop d5. Queen c7. Now, I haven't looked at yet what the move is. I definitely pondered this position. Queen b4. Oh, that is a vile move. Okay, so I just want to say that I got to queen c7 and I didn't know what to do. And this queen b4 it is evil, man. It is evil because, well, there's still some questions I have about it. So I'll just show you the game first. So rook e8 happened. Queen b3. h6, that doesn't look right. Now we're gonna call that lost. Okay, so queen b4. And let's go ahead and say, before we turn the computer on, that what black would like to play is bishop d7. I'm assuming we're taking this thing. Oh, maybe the assumptions are all wrong here. Because I was thinking for whatever reason that queen e7 was my jam, but maybe not. Okay. So, right. In order for, first I need to consider queen b4, but then also, like, I need to have a sense of what the hell it is I'm going to do against bishop d7. I'm missing something obvious here. Oh. Okay. A little bit lost. And I wanted to claim that bishop g8, king g8, rook f3 looked very good. And honestly, that compared to what we just saw, that looks great. It looks much simpler with the opposite color bishops. Let's see what the beast says. Beast wants rook f3 and then rook c3 immediately. And it wants the rook f3 idea always, which is how ultimately what I came up with. It's got various rook f3 ideas, now or after bishop f7. So, bishop f7, rook f8, bishop d5, still likes white quite a bit. And then after queen c7, it does not like queen b4, and instead likes the simplistic rook f3, followed by rook c3. Thank you very much, baby. Thank you very much. Okay, so kind of right, kind of wrong. I think the idea of rook f3, c3 is just very powerful. Mobilizing my one piece, really, that isn't in the game. So I like that a lot. SF likes all rook f3, c3 ideas. And maybe I'll just consider kind of what the computer says about what I thought was best, which was going to be bishop f7, rook f8, bishop g8, king g8, and then I think rook f3 here, or bishop h6 first. You could do, it doesn't matter. Oh, and here it wants rook d8. Interesting. Okay, wait, because I did consider this, so I need to think about it. Rook d8, and if bishop d7, what terrible thing happens here? Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Oh, oh, baby! Oh, baby! Bam! Post, post, post. Dang! And it was this kind of dark square madness that I was ultimately looking at. This is the path. Did I miss queen e7? Yeah, I did. I looked at rook d8, and look at that. Bam! Ooh. Well, Charlie Silva, I'll tell you, she doesn't know the half of it, buddy. But I'll tell you who's disturbed, man. I've seen you. I've seen you talking smack on the dojo, man. You are a sick puppy, man. All musicians are, in my experience. They're the worst of the worst. They're even worse than chess players, dude. Okay, my friends, that is it for me. Who we gonna raid here? And then I think we're coming back later with Sensei and maybe it talks. Mr. Bruce hasn't, I don't know, there's something, he's out to lunch. GM Sviad Izoria, that's who we're gonna raid. That guy's a genius, man. All right, I'm gonna raid this dude. All right, if you haven't subbed us, give us a sub, man. We need it. We need it bad. And we need a follow. All right, everybody, I'll see you soon. Bye.
Just, that's what I'm talking about. They get too comfortable with those habits of just getting solid position and then doing nothing. Hey, which one are you? Which one are you? I'll be honest, Kostya is my favorite, but if you're not Kostya, thanks anyways. Is it?